Welcome, welcome, welcome to Garnetqueentarot, where we are inspired to rise. How you guys doing today? What's going on? What's going on? I hope everybody's doing okay, Geminis. Oh, we're going to do Down by the Sea Salt. You know why? It's supposed to be cleansing of your energy. It's supposed to make you feel free, free to be, free to fly. Spirits talk to us on behalf of our wonderful, wonderful Geminis. Help them to gain the clarity and understanding necessary through our reading process for them to feel, see, and imagine. Oh, imagine, just imagine. It's a beautiful day. You know that, right? It's a gorgeous day. Did you give thanks today for just having the opportunity to breathe and open your eyes, speak, hear, all the great senses, and just to think about things, to realize what it is you're seeking out of life, where you want to go, where you want to grow to, what's been going on. So much changes have been taking place in your life, and you're looking forward to so much. Geminis, I feel your positive spirit today. That's a good thing. That's a real good thing. It's a positive energy surrounding you right now. You've been through some things, and you are finding your way. Not holding any grudges. You're starting to release because you're getting more into yourself, into your intuition, and realizing that sometimes you act too quickly. So you're more like in a relaxing mode right now, which is good. Which is good. Happy Friday to you. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Yes. One more again. Ooh. Ooh. What is this? We got the submarine. Diving deep. Unraveling the subconscious. Diving deep. Unraveling what's really on your mind and what's going on. Working on a plan, a strategic plan to overcoming any obstacles you may be facing and challenges right now. You're pulling out your truth. You're working on being your best. You really diving deep. It means you are really invested in the outcome that you are seeking. That's when you dive in deep, because you want a certain outcome, and you know that if you don't dig deep down and dive in, you won't get it. That's the harsh reality. We could all want something in life. I think Kevin Hart is the one that always says, everybody want to be famous, but they don't want to put the work in. It's a lot of work to be and go where you want to be in life, and it could be extremely, extremely draining. And you know this. You know this. It's extremely draining, especially when you put the hard work in. It's draining. Life is about overcoming obstacles and growing. So when you get an opportunity and you don't take it, you spend most of your life regretting that you didn't take that step or make that move. I'm telling you. I'm really telling you. There's things that happen in life and you don't even realize that it was meant for you, that message was for you directly. Stingray, be aware of your surroundings. Be mindful. Mindfulness. Be aware of your surroundings. Letter in a bottle. Your message has been received. And the starfish. Trust your instincts. Follow your what? Follow your what? You know the answer to that already. Need I say it? follow your intuition. If something just don't seem right to you, don't go against that intuition. It has surfaced for a reason. People may not always agree, but you have this insight. Remember, it's twins, it's two of you. So you may feel different things differently. But when both of you connect and you feel a certain vibe that is not settling for you, and you see how you experience this because you're down by the water right now. Geminis, you need to stay around water all the time. Drink enough water, but go to the beaches, go to the pools. The beach is better because it's like it touches your soul, the waves, the flow. It puts you in tune and aligns you with messages that are meant for you. It helps you to revive and refresh your intuition so you could see things more clearly. It's like a cleanser, a detox for your mind, body, and soul. And you start thinking of things differently. When you have letter in a bottle, your message has been received. The vibes that you are sending, people are receiving. And it's clear that you're about your business. You get into these modes where you are completely focused. Let me tell you, my daughter's a Gemini. And we were in Florida, and she wanted to be able to go to vacation in Las Vegas. And she said, Mom, I want to have at least a minimum of $1,000 for me to travel with. So she said, I'm going to work some more shifts, be able to pay my bills, and still have enough left over. And let me tell you, she worked and worked and worked and worked. And she said, Mom, I paid my bills and I got my G. I was like, get out. She said, I don't want to spend too much money. I just want to have some fun, be able to drink something when I want, go out with friends and not want to go. So she said, I hope everybody got their money together because we had a lot of time to hustle and get extra hours, do different things. But she said that, she traveled, and she said she started feeling bad because one of her friends didn't have enough money and pretended she didn't want to eat and, different things like that. And she said, I'm glad that I saved what I saved so I could help and not make her feel embarrassed when she told me, oh, I'm not hungry, I'm not this, or they go somewhere because she didn't have no more money to spend. So she said, I realized by what you've been saying about strategy and setting goals and digging deep down inside and listening to your intuition. You say, you know me, I'll be like, okay, Mom, okay, but you know what? You're right. She said, because I started thinking about so many different scenarios, about so many different things that transpire in life and how I react. And she said, sometimes I let people get to me. And then I learned that it's a pattern because they feel they know me enough to do this so they could push that button and I can get to this place. She said, I don't want to be predictable. I just want to be me. Geminis, you all are very spiritually connected. I don't know if you even know this. You pick up different vibrations from different people. Different people affect your energy differently. There's some people that get you pumped up and make you want to laugh and just experience and relish and joy. There's some people that don't have to say a word, and your vibe picks them up as being troublemakers or something just not right with them. It's like, older people, the elderly used to say, or even your ancestors, they'd say things like, my spirit didn't take that person, or my blood didn't take that person. My mother-in-law was like that, very spiritually inclined. And she could pick up on vibes from people like you wouldn't believe. And it always turned out to be right. Thank goodness she liked me. Woo! But I'm just saying, when she'll just say things like, oh, that's not a good person, or be careful, or this or that. And she had like 11 kids. She always stayed on top of her game when it came to that. She would get that energy, and she said, oh, that person is giving me a sickly energy. She said, something's wrong with them. They're sick, or different things. And, I'd be just like amazed at it. And she just started teaching me about manifesting and, just being aligned with the spirits and letting your mind relax and cutting off everything around it so you could hear messages. And it just started resonating. So when I tell you that you have that vibe, you are spiritually inclined, you pick up a lot of things with people. But what I've noticed about you, Geminis, is that you will ignore sometimes your own intuition because you don't want to be right. Like if you're dating a guy or a girl and you see the signs of, I don't know if I could do this with this person long term, but you might not say anything right away, and then sometimes you explode. But when you start diving deep, okay, when you start diving deep, unraveling the subconscious, you actually start to hear what you've been thinking all along, but it's coming from a different place inside of you. It's not just your spirit or your mind. It's your overall being energy that picks up. When people make you feel a certain way, they have a draining energy, or you can say that person is fake. Don't think of yourself as not being totally here or there. Just recognize that the closer you get to who you are, your expectations, and listening to your messages, you start to uncover things naturally. You unravel them. You break it down. That's a good energy to have. But you always have to face the truth, whatever direction it flows. Your truth, your being, what makes you tick. Listen to the messages because they will reveal more to you than you even realize. This is your time. This is the process for you to start flowing with that energy. You got a submarine that's at the bottom. That's where you pick up your vibes and your energies, because this is when you dive in to who you are. And the subconscious reveals the messages that you may have been hiding, camouflaging, burying. There's a lot of treasures at the bottom. And when you get into yourself, you start digging them up. That's what you're doing. Then you got the stingray. You got to be very cautious with the stingray. But the stingray is focused on their target. Okay? And what does it tell you? It says, be aware of your surroundings. Mindfulness. Think about everything you do, why you do it, and how you react to it. Because it's aligning with the sub and the stingray. Because the sub is helping you to unravel answers to your questions, because you're diving in. You got the scuba gear, you got everything. You're diving in deep. The stingray is telling you, okay, now that you've picked up a lot of the treasures, you have to realize that there are going to be people in your arena that hate on you. Okay? You're coming up from the bottom. So there are people that see you elevating, and they may not be going at the rate or speed or even going at all like you. So what is their natural instinct? To gossip, talk about you, try to bring you down, They give you that negative energy, that negative vibe. So it's saying the stingray is alert and aware and floating in the sea, just not dumbfoundedly, but recognizing their gifts. So they start using it and they start rising. But now enemies are all over and they have to proceed with caution. That's why they're always ready. They can attack at any minute. So how people approach you, they could catch you at any given time in a different mode. You got you got twins, that double personality. Gemini, you could flip that switch so quick. That's crazy. And then, after all the work that you've been putting in, you get a message, the letter in the bottle. The bottles with the messages float to sea, right? They are down for a minute and then they float up. And you get the message. Your message has been received. And the help you need is going to come to you because you ask for help. They see your determination and how you're aiming to come to surface and to be on dry land because you have been replenishing yourself throughout. You've been processing throughout, recognizing throughout, paying attention to surroundings throughout. Every level had a different step to take, a different type of awareness. And that's what's happening to you right now. You're becoming so aware of people and their crap, of how you've tried to appease people and it didn't work in your favor. You're also becoming aware of your actions and how you hurt others and may say negative things. And you could say, don't blame me. It was because of this person, the other half of you, because that's not who you are. But that's what you revealed. So now, with you becoming more aligned with yourself, you're paying attention to the things and the actions that you take, the things that you do to see where you could make improvement happen so you can continue to elevate. So then when you come across the starfish, it says, trust your instincts. Because you know what? Where were you? You were at the bottom of the sea. You started rising up and paying attention. And then you got the message that you've been paying attention and you know how to align things in your favor. So now you follow your intuition. You're the starfish. Trust your instincts. You've put in the work. You've put in the sweat equity. You've gone through the process. Believe in yourself. Believe where you are. Take intentional actions and continue to rise. Because the starfish is just that. Beautiful, successful, accomplishing what it is you're working toward. Aiming high. Just beautiful to look at. And smart too. And very intuitive. This is you, Gemini. Be the best you possible. Listen to your intuition. The message is loud and clear. And only you can place action behind those words. Make it happen in your life. Make it real. Don't worry about the past. Don't worry about what was. Worry about what you're going to make today look like and tomorrow. Continue to rise. Ignore the buzz killers, the noise killers, the haters, and be cautious in your surroundings so you can always be on top of your game. Garnet Queen Tarot here, where we are inspired to rise. We are inspired to rise. Be your best self and don't give up. Don't give up. Garnet Queen Tarot, be inspired to rise. Thank you so much for stopping by the channel and sharing the message, sharing your message with us. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And keep doing you and being the best at it. Take care. Talk soon.